Oh, huge! Huge!
Hey, if Richard Band can get away with it, so can I.
Welcome.
Oh,
I'm right here.
Oh, wow. That didn't show, did it?
No, well, we might have to now. Talk to the
Anyhow.
editor. Yeah, so we're back.
We're back. I'm back. I had a nice little trip to LA, watched the hockey game.
Yeah.
Things were good.
What more can you hope for, right?
Well,
Did
the
good
Canucks
guys win?
won
They did.
in a shootout.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Good game. Good
Yeah.
seats.
Nice.
Anyhow, what you got for me tonight?
Well, you know what? I'm going with the movie that we've talked about more than any other movie.
We haven't watched it.
No, but it's been mentioned twice, which puts it at the
Well,
top
that's a
of the
lot.
list. Well, you know,
Holy mackerel.
it counts. Well, yeah. Any guesses? Do you remember what movie's been brought up twice so far?
Well, it'd be
Once by you, once by me.
an Alfred Hitchcock one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
The Birds?
It's Psycho.
Oh, Psycho.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've mentioned it. I mentioned it. It's
Yeah,
been
yeah,
brought up.
yeah.
And you know, I'm part of the thing. One of the things I did was I confirmed that you hadn't seen it. And once I knew you hadn't seen it, then it was worth. I mean, it was always a good movie. But since you haven't seen it, it makes sense that we should watch it.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll talk more after we've seen it because there's a lot of interesting things about this movie. And
Try to stay awake so when you ask me the tough question, I get it. How the hell did you expect me to get that question?
I don't know.
Answer right. It's the very first minute of a movie.
It was like 40
and
minutes
they,
in.
and they said this one of these three magic words.
I tried to set you up for it. I should have told you beforehand. It would have been easier if I'd said, I'm going to ask you what Conan's first words are. But when he said it, I said,
Yes, you
hey,
did.
here
Yes,
comes
you
his
did.
first lines in the movie.
Yeah.
And then he said them. And
I said probably to myself, so what? I should have said it out loud. Maybe it would have changed the question.
And there was something, actually, since we're talking about Conan anyways, there was something that you mentioned after we turned off the cameras, and I think it just cleared it up for me a little bit. So when you were talking about the ending being too long, you weren't talking about, you were basically, well, what you said to me was it was the last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So essentially it was him going back to kill Thulsa Doom, right?
It just seemed like it went on and on.
Yeah.
They'd already ended it. You know what's going to happen in my mind. And then they didn't. Anyways, yeah.
Yeah, it was funny because actually in the video, when Thulsa Doom is like riding away, you mentioned that they're setting up the sequel, which of course they weren't because he did go back and kill him, but I can see how, you could feel that way because they could easily have done that if they wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay. Well, we're going to do Psycho tonight, and I think it's a trim 1 hour and 48 minutes.
Oh, good. I like that type.
Yep. Let's go.
$1960?
You got it.
Holy mackerel.
You can see why I thought you might have seen it.
Yeah, well, these weren't the kind of movies I'd go to.
No, well, that part's certainly true, yeah.
Does he make an appearance in this movie?
Yeah, he makes an appearance in every one.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, even Lifeboat, which takes place on a lifeboat, he appears on the cover of the newspaper.
Oh, yeah.
You see him.
Oh.
Call it out.
Call it out? Mm-hmm. We'll see.
Oh no, that's what.
I might miss him.
Well, if you do, if you find him, then I'll make your pop quiz really easy.
Oh, yeah.
You were there not long ago. Didn't look like that when you were there, though, did it?
No, it looks a little flatter there. Not as many high-rises and buildings. That's 60 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And after the steak, did we send sister to the movies, turn mama's picture to the wall?
Sam. You make respectability sound disrespectful.
Oh no, I'm all for it.
I pay too. They also pay who meet in hotel rooms. Oh, Sam, let's get married.
Tell you what, when I send my ex-wife for alimony, you can lick the stamps. Go out and find yourself somebody available.
I'm thinking of it.
Do you know what I do about unhappiness? I buy it off. I that's not buying happiness. That's just buying off unhappiness. Count 'em.
I declare.
I don't. That's how I get to keep it. Where's that bottle you said was in your desk? Oh. Lowry, I am dying of thirsteroni.
I guess I'll go put this money in the bank, then go home and sleep it off.
He didn't go to the bank then?
Doesn't look like it.
No.
I think the scene in Pulp Fiction kind of references that a little bit.
Yes.
Am I acting as if there's something wrong?
Frankly, yes.
One thing people never ought to be when they're buying used cars, and that's in a hurry. But like I said, it's too nice a day to argue. You are in a hurry, aren't you? Somebody chasing you?
Please.
Well, it's the first time the customer ever high-pressured the salesman.
700.
You always got time to argue money, huh?
All right.
He's torn. He doesn't know whether to worry about it or not.
No.
Take the easy sale.
Doesn't look like she, stores it very well, does she?
No.
Pretty obvious, but it's half in and half out.
Is there anything so terribly wrong about making a decision and wanting to hurry?
Oh, ma'am. All right, let's go inside.
She sure does look guilty, though.
Oh, boy. Wow.
Hot creeper, she sat there while I dumped it out. Hardly even looked at it. And even flirting with me.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
That'd be awful driving like that.
Oh, yeah.
Beats, there we go.
Yep.
Gee, I'm sorry I didn't hear you in all this rain. Go ahead in, please.
I thought I'd gotten off the main road.
I knew you must have. Nobody ever stops here anymore unless they've done that.
It is close.
Yeah.
You're not really going to go out again and drive up to the diner, are you?
No.
Well, she's trying to find a better place to hide it, at least.
In the cheap, erotic fashion of young men with cheap, erotic minds.
Mother, please.
Go on, go tell her she'll not be appeasing her ugly appetite with mine.
She's got quite a voice for to carry that far
Yeah.
in the rain.
You have the guts, boy.
Shut up! Shut up! I wish you could apologize for other people. It might be nicer and warmer in the office. You eat like like a bird. Just rather stuffed birds because I hate the look of beasts when they're stuffed. Some people even stuff dogs and cats, but oh, I can't do that. What are you running away from? You mean an institution? A madhouse?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it to sound uncaring.
What do you know about caring? She just goes a little mad sometimes.
I'm very tired. And I'll have a long drive tomorrow, all the way back to Phoenix.
So this is the first time a toilet was ever flushed in a movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
In this movie or in a movie?
Any movie.
Okay. 'Cause
Ever.
1960, I guess. Eh?
Yeah.
Okay. Must have came on instant right temperature, too.
That's a good point. There's the money. Good place for a murder. Easy to clean up.
Yeah, well, it's a tidy one.
That too, yep.
Assuming he's the murderer. Load her in the trunk, eh?
Yeah, looks like it.
Wrap her up in the plastic. Oh, big trunks in those cars. 59 or...
I think on the window it said 51, but that might not have been the car she bought.
Oh, right. Yeah, it did say 51 too, yeah. I don't think it's a 51.
It was a used car lot, so a 59 seems pretty unlikely.
For 1960, yeah.
Yeah.
Might have been a 51, man. But
Somewhere in there, anyways.
I like the Etzel they showed there too, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There goes $40,000.
Yep. Not quite out of sight though.
No.
Maybe it is
There we go.
filling up with water now, I guess.
Yeah.
Sinking.
Just need to get a little more air out.
There we go. Big smile. Is that her sister?
I think it is.
Run out and get yourself some lunch, will you?
That's okay, Sam. I brought it with me.
You're gonna need it. Now, what thing could we be?
That guy looks familiar.
Martin Balsam, he's in a lot of stuff.
Okay.
She was supposed to bank it on Friday for her boss. And she didn't.
Someone has seen her. Someone always sees a girl with $40,000. No, she was seen leaving town in her own car by her employer, I might add.
You check everywhere, you're going to end up here eventually.
Yep.
Evening.
I almost drove right past. Hate the smell of dampness, don't you? It's such a, I don't know, creepy smell. Come on.
Mrs. Samuels. That's an interesting address. Okay. Okay. Oh. No, thanks.
I think I've talked to you all I want to.
Yes, but
So,
just for...
I think it'd be much better if you left now. Thanks.
Finally, both get out that side.
Yeah, I've seen him do that twice now.
Well, she did it too.
That's weird.
Yeah.
It must be because of the camera's position, maybe?
Wonder, but it's those kind of cars that are bent, you can slide out of them. But
Yeah, so I mean, it wouldn't be hard to do.
no. The killer.
Another car in the swamp.
It'd be a little crowded with it, not a big swamp. Happen to be woken up.
Yeah. Not gonna put him in a good mood.
It ain't only local history, Sam. It's the only case of murder and suicide on Fairvale ledgers.
Norman found them dead together. In bed.
Who's that woman buried out in Green Lawn Cemetery?
You do manage to look ludicrous when you give me orders.
Please, Mother.
You hit me there once, boy, and you won't do it again. Not ever again. Now get out.
How did they get rid of the PI?
Well, that was where he was out back with the at the
he's back
swamp.
out there again. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Put me down. Put me down. I can walk.
But no woman was there, and I don't believe in ghosts, so there it is.
Come on over to the house and do your reporting around dinner time. It'll make it nicer.
I still won't feel satisfied until I go out there.
Neither will I. Come on.
Does she look like her sister?
You wondered, yeah.
I get your bags.
Haven't any. That receipt.
All right, there's your receipt. Now I'll show you the cabin.
Don't bother yourself. We'll find it.
If he sees us, we're just taking the air. I don't like you going to that house alone.
I can handle a sick old woman.
The old woman, yeah.
Yeah.
The one he carried didn't look like the one that was doing the stabbing, though.
Yeah.
The stabber looked like a pretty larger person and quite physical. The granny was carried would look pretty fragile, I thought, but
That's true.
You looking for me?
that's where she'll find her.
Yeah.
That's where Granny is down there, isn't she?
Yeah. Said he was putting her in the fruit cellar.
Yep. Well, she's not going down there, looks like. Maybe she is. Yeah.
One more place to look, I guess.
Oh, that is him. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
to understand it the way I understood it, hearing it from the mother. That set off the jealous mother, and mother killed the girl.
And the $40,000?
The swamp. These were crimes of passion, not profit.
And be quiet, just in case they do suspect me.
Pulling it out of the swamp. So that was Psycho.
Psycho.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, you know, pop quiz. You're the pop. Here's your quiz. So, did you know? You didn't know the ending. You didn't know that he was the killer.
No.
Because there was one point where he was cleaning up, and you said something that indicated that you thought Norman was the killer. Did you think at some point he was the killer?
No, I thought his mother was the killer.
Okay.
I didn't realize that was the same person.
Yeah, no, of course,
Yeah.
and that's the twist, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you're not supposed to know.
Right.
Yeah, that's. I mean, it's funny because Hitchcock before that had been making big budget North by Northwest, like big action thriller movies. And he made this one actually as a low budget movie, and he made it with the crew from Alfred Hitchcock Presents. So the
TV show.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, and that's one of the, I mean, the budget was, I think, as much as anything, was one of the reasons that he made it in black and white. I think, I don't know, I never heard that it was the reason, but maybe he made it as a way to challenge himself. I don't know, try something different, because I mean, black and white was not how he was making his movies at that point. And again, low budget. He was like a major Hollywood director, so he was not making low budget movies at that point.
Oh, okay, no, it was interesting. Yeah, I'm disappointed in the shower scene. I thought there was more drama or suspense or spookiness in it. Maybe it's the hype I heard about it, and you know, Bates Hotel and all that.
Yeah,
it's pretty tame.
Yeah,
there's no, you know, sort of like boom, 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 and that's it. No, not like a doom, 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 sneaking up and all that sort of.
It's funny. Like, I mean, and it is. I think it's your expectations are built in a certain way.
Yep.
And it's been 63 years.
Well, it was always been played with the, you know, that was the highlight of the show.
Yeah, and it is. I mean, in a way, it's a good scene, but it's not.
No.
Not what it was built up to be by you more than anything.
Well, that's right. By, you know, people know everybody else. Yeah, it was.
But you, like, I mean, you hear about it and then you're, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, for the time period especially, and I don't like ever saying for the time because it's so. But I mean, it was, you know, there was a lot of blood on screen.
Oh yeah.
And I mean,
that's what would probably made it the scene that they remember, because 1960 there wasn't a lot of that.
No, that I
recall.
Been a few movies before that I think were sort of starting the wave of gore films. It's not a gore film at all, but there were some that were starting that. The Brain That Wouldn't Die. I don't know. There was a few movies that kind of started to do a bit of splatter before that, and then it started to rise afterwards. But yeah, no, it was. I mean, it was shocking, and it was quick, which is not a bad way to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's funny because of course you're talking about the anticipation, and that's kind of one of Hitchcock's big things was the anticipation. He has the story about, you know, you have two people sit down at a table, a bomb goes off, and that's nothing. But if you show the bomb under the table, have the two people sit down, then that whole scene is full of tension, right?
Yeah.
And you didn't really get that with that first kill because it came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But then with the later, with Arbogast on the stairs, you knew something was going to happen.
Yeah. And I thought something was going to happen when she went up by herself.
Yeah.
But nothing did.
So there you go. Creating that anticipation for later scenes.
Yeah. And I also thought the timing of the shower scene threw me off. I thought it was too early in the film. That's sort of I thought that was the climax
Yeah.
of the bloody film. So what are they going to do now?
That's, you know, and it's not. That's the turning point. It goes from being this this crime thriller, whatever it is, like a crime film, right? She's committed this crime. She's on the run. And then all of a sudden it becomes a horror movie when she gets murdered, right?
And I thought, well, okay. I thought the scene was going to be more her on the run and then getting killed. Anyway.
Yeah, well, no, I mean it is. It's a film that definitely plays against expectations. Like Janet Leigh, who's Jamie Lee Curtis's mother there, that was her.
Yeah.
She is like the star of the movie. She's first credited, and she's dead like 40 minutes in, or whatever it was, a half an hour. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And I mean, they're really they're playing against your expectations there. And the same thing with actually, it's funny because one of the things about the movie was that they wouldn't allow, well, I don't know if they actually wouldn't, but they said they wouldn't allow people to enter the theater late.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right? Because, you show up. She's not even in the movie. What the heck?
Yeah.
I don't know if that was a thing. Did people used to show up late for the movies a lot when you were a kid?
I don't remember. We all lined up and had to get in.
Right? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Lineups in those days, you know?
I mean, I'm sure it was
stragglers. We all, I don't remember.
Just a publicity stunt, right? Just to kind of a way to market the film.
And it worked. I
mean, it certainly got people talking, and also the other thing was don't give away the ending. So they wouldn't let people in late, and don't give away the ending, which makes sense.
For this particular film, anyways, I don't know if it makes sense for all others. But
which makes no sense. Well, it doesn't make sense, but how do you not know the ending of that movie? Like, I honestly, I'm surprised. So you didn't know that Norman Bates was the killer. You knew Bates Motel. You knew the shower scene.
I didn't know who the killer.
Yeah.
I thought he might have been.
Okay. Yeah.
When I went into the movie, I thought he was the killer.
Yeah, a little bit because of what just from.
And then, when it went on,
the movie set it up so that he wasn't, right?
Yeah,
that was the twist.
Anyway,
Yeah, I'm just, it was one of those things where the sequel, like there have been many. This franchise, I mean, is kind of almost still going. They did the first sequel was in 1982, so 22 years later, and then they did another part 3 and part 4 through the 80s and 90s. They actually did like a TV movie, which is unrelated. And then they did the TV show that deals with him as a young man and his mother when she was still alive, called Bates Motel, which was actually shot locally, or local to where, over there in Aldergrove, they shot parts of it. Yeah. That was done only a couple of years ago. So the series has been ongoing the whole time and been popular.
You ever catch the guy?
Well, they catch him in this one. He goes to jail. I could tell you about the sequels. I don't think we'll watch them. The second one is him getting out of the asylum.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then stuff happens. And then the third one is kind of, it's a little more comedy, I think. Yeah.
Well, that'd be fun.
Yeah, Anthony Perkins got to direct it. Stabby laughies, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Anthony Perkins got to direct the third one. He got to direct another movie, and in order to make the third one, they agreed to let him direct it and also direct another movie. So he got to direct a couple of movies later in his life there.
I thought what you said, it was a low-budget movie, and maybe that's why they did it in black and white. I thought he probably did it intentionally in black and white, because I think it made more of a story, movement of time, and the black and white, and really good acting and music that was appropriate. And I thought it was black and white because of.
It could easily be that. I mean, it's also
you can do more in black and white than you can in color, right? Especially in a drama, suspense, or this kind of thing.
The use of shadows, even just the bird shadow on the wall, off when the light was on it.
Intentional.
I knew it was intentional, and I think
I want to correct you on that.
Okay, well, I appreciate that. You know what? And
once or twice, I know more about this than you do.
I think
this is the time.
Yeah. Well, you know what? You know what looks good in a movie? You've seen them. You've seen TV. You've seen more black and white television than I have. Maybe. I've seen a lot of TV though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree, and I think you know, whether it was budget or artistic or both, certainly would be an artistic choice because it really made use of like light and shadow.
Yeah,
and
that's
part of
the
that,
kind of thing you need for these kind of movies.
absolutely, and part of that is also, I mean, if he's using his crew from Alfred Hitchcock Presents, that was shot in black and white.
It was.
He's
too,
using
yeah.
the same camera crew, so
Yeah.
they know how to shoot it and make it look good in black and
Yeah,
white.
so that'd keep the budget down too.
Well, that wouldn't hurt, right?
So that's not the secondary
You know,
version to what I think.
It's not the first, it's not the primary reason, but it's a reason.
They realized they had a low budget, so they had to go black and white. So
Yeah.
then they decided to make this movie a suspense one and take advantage of all the.
Oh, they were going to make it suspense anyways. I think.
Well, no, but it has to be black and white.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, and
okay.
I agree. Like, it definitely, whether it was to its advantage for sure.
Yes, it was.
And I think it was really, really well made. Like,
I thought the acting in the end it was really good.
yeah, Anthony Perkins there, the Norman Bates.
Yeah,
Wow, some
yeah.
of his expressions.
Yeah, and even they were all, I thought. just
Absolutely.
really- and again, because it was black and white,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
seemed to be more realistic.
That's fair. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
One of the things with Hitchcock that I experience or that I believe is that he has more of an affinity. He has an affinity for weirdos. He's kind of a weirdo himself from what I hear.
didn't see him. You said he was in the newspaper?
No, and you know what? I wasn't
paying attention.
I must have missed him. It's funny. He's in it. No, in the movie Lifeboat.
He's always in it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. In the movie Lifeboat, he is in like they're in a lifeboat for the whole movie, so he's not in that, but he's on the front of a newspaper in a photo. But in this movie, I'm sure at other times when I've seen it, I've picked him out, but I just missed it. He's probably, you know, he'll be like walking out of a bank or, you know, just across the screen.
He might have been somebody. Yeah, there's only a few times in the movie that there was an extra sort of.
Yeah, like the lady in the hardware store and stuff.
Yeah.
There was like, I mean, he's also in one movie he was just a shadow because I mean he's got that distinct silhouette, right?
Yeah, right.
Well, I mean from his TV show, if nothing
right.
else, he's got a
That's
very
right.
distinct silhouette.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I missed it too, and I asked you to call it out, and I didn't find it. I didn't even
waiting
notice
for
it
you.
myself. I would have called it out if I don't know what I was doing.
I didn't notice it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look it up or something, or you know, I don't watch it again.
You may have to go again and watch it. And then
I'll text you.
And then sound it out to yourself, and then
Yeah,
that'll
that's
be
right.
the movie will be complete then.
The full experience.
Yes,
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
No, that was you know. But my point was that he likes the weird characters. He likes weirdos, and a lot of times in his movies, the secondary characters are like more. The supporting characters are not maybe more developed, but more interesting than his main characters. And I think
like Norman. For
well, that's it.
But he was almost the main character.
Well, that's
too.
it. That's the reason why I think this is one of his best movies. Well, this is probably his best movie, in my opinion, is because he gets to take that supporting weirdo character and put them front and center. And I think that really plays to his strength as a filmmaker, as a storyteller, I think. So that's one of the reasons that I thought this was, I mean, there's a lot of reasons. This is a great movie, but there's a lot of reasons, but that is one of the reasons, one of the things that I think makes it one of his best. It plays to his strength.
Yeah.
So, anything else you need to say before we vote?
No, that's fine.
Nope.
Yeah, I think I said more than I usually do. Because
Yeah.
you let me. I had to catch
Well,
up a couple of times. I had to correct you on the
on the
budget
black and white.
Black and white.
You know
So
what?
I got in a little more.
I'm glad you were speaking of it. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. We'll get your thumbs up or thumbs down in a second. And I really like the fact that you had so much to say about the way it was shot, because I agree. It was really well shot, and it really made good use of black and white.
And when you put that house up on that hill in a black and white.
Just like,
Yeah,
that's
color
iconic.
would have just black, because that's the eerie house on the hill. All they needed was some lightning, but they didn't. They didn't need that.
No, they didn't.
Yeah.
The rain was nice, like it added to the mood when we first introduced it. But lightning would have been too much. It would have been cheesy.
Yeah, it would have been cheesy.
Yeah.
And even the rain was, I thought, appropriate at the time because that was needed to drown out supposedly the car coming up and all
right,
that.
and it brought her.
It had a reason for it.
Plot-wise, it brought her to the thing. She needed to pull over. They set that up really well because they had her, the night before she slept on the side of the road. The cop harassed her, so now she's like, okay, I got to get off the road, with the rain and everything else.
Too, not the main road. So.
Yeah, no, it was really good. All right, so Psycho, what are we going to do for that
we gotta
guy?
give her a thumb up.
I absolutely agree.
That was one of my. I enjoyed that one.
It's
hard to believe I missed it for 60 years.
Yeah, 63.
But in 1960, I wouldn't have been watching that movie.
No, that's for sure.
I'd be watching, I don't know what, westerns or something.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Like, comment, subscribe. Next week, we're going to do a crime film. I think that Dad will really like there.
I'm going to steal some money from my son.
$40,000. All right. Bye.